We're out here in the dark in the garage. Sorry, guess I'm home. Uh, I'm just doing this for the giggles. Needed to test this little bit of a setup and what the audio on the guitar is going to sound like coming through my crummy little phone speaker. I also have a fan running here in the background. So I'm not sure how this is going to go. We have some traffic passing by outside. I just have kind of this thin garage door here, but I had an idea. I was going to try to set some soundproofing up here on the inside of it, and I think I'm going to be able to do that with moving blankets. I'll show you guys on Instagram or something what the inside looks like right now. I think with moving blankets hung, I can either use some magnets or some clips or something, and that'll work. But it's not too bad. It's been a cool day here. It's been a rainy day, and that's good. It's not too hot in here at all. The fan's helping a lot. Hopefully it doesn't intrude on the audio very much, but it may. So we'll see how that all shakes out. There's a couple different sources, and it's just an iPhone or whatever, so I don't know. We'll see. I'm just gonna putz around a little bit here. Not really paying attention to stats or chat or anything. It's just a good idea to get a test going, and you got to put in hours when you're doing this stuff, and it doesn't happen unless you just jump right in and start. So this may be awful. It'll be better than the last one, but not as good as the next one, right? That's kind of the hope and the dream. So I got some water. I'm just gonna mess around and try a couple different sounds on this little practice amp that I have here. It's a Spider. It's a Spider V20, whatever that means. It has a bunch of different amp sounds in it right now. I have this reverby thing. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how that all sounds. The thing that I want to work on tonight, that I'll be make this into a productive session, is the first song that I plan on sharing on the channel. It's one of the ones that I have kind of the most done so far, but it has yet to coalesce into something. So to make sure that I'm actually being productive, I have my trusty listen to this. My trusty Trapper Keeper here, and have this killer, ridiculously ornate and colorful pen that I was given at the Moose Lodge in our last market, and that was really cool because there's this cute little girl. She kind of ran some game on us, and to have this networking thing called Trinket Trade, and I guess her parents were also vending, so she came over one at a time with these goofy trinkets and took some of our cool enamel pins and a couple rings and stuff. But it was great to see her kind of enjoying the day, and that was important. So I'm gonna be making some notes as we go. The song that I want to share first is something that's like driven by my love for punk rock and the music that I grew up listening to, you know, everything that spans from like Bay Area thrash, where like I started my kind of musical journey in through, I wouldn't say grunge, I'm not a huge fan of grunge, but the punk side of that whole movement, you know, bands like Dinosaur Jr. and Big Drill Car and Ned's Atomic Dustbin and you know, stuff like that, like skateboard video music, I guess I would call that. Because back in the day, you know, you had Word and then you had like skate videos, and that's how you found what good music was or what really moved you. And that's where I discovered like my love for hip hop and stuff like that as well too. So you're gonna see a really kind of smattering of musical styles, but this first one, it's coming straight from the gut, straight from something I have to say, and it's called Freak Out. It's a cool format. You know, I'm going to be shooting a little music video for it at the same time as recording it, and you'll see that process here too. So in my background in previous life, I did a lot of production for commercials and TV. I was a storyboard artist and stuff, so I plan on attacking this in a very methodical way, and hopefully it's a shareable way too. It'll give you guys a little bit of behind the scenes on things that I can do and that I'm kind of capable of. And I really look forward to diving into those practices again. So I'm going to be, again, making some notes, and the stuff that we're going to be working on tonight, I have a sound kind of dialed in on one of these presets. And it's a very simple format, except it starts with the chorus, which puts it upside down from the start. And I enjoy that about it. I enjoy songs that have done that in the past. You know, bands like Anthrax, I remember doing that. Some of the other thrashy bands. I think Testament did that quite a few times. So it has a hook, it has a middle eight, and it's a cool riff. It's fast and furious. It's going to start with a drum fill, and I had a scare with my laptop last night where I got this weird low power, low battery warning out of nowhere, and then it just kind of shut down. And a lot of the drums that I've done up till now are on there. But that's okay. I know the patterns, and I had a drum machine, but I sold it. So hopefully we'll be starting not from scratch, but from a good place to get that up and running soon. We'll see. All right, so it starts with the chorus. I'm just gonna make a couple notes here. What's today is the 13th. It's not Friday, but it's the 13th, so that's July 13, 2026. And I'll post these in my Instagram stories as we go. This one is Freak Out. And I have lyrics up to a certain degree. I might go over a little bit of like how they fit in right now. A lot of the stuff that I do with my singing is very unison to the guitar. You know, I don't have a great vocal range. I love just kind of like shouting, and that's a little bit more my punk background. But you'll get a taste of that pretty soon. So it starts the chorus, and it goes into the verse. There's two parts to the verse. So that's verse 1 and 2. And it goes back to the chorus. Verse 2, 1 and 2. And then I have to figure out if I'm going to do another verse before the bridge, or I called it the middle 8 a second ago, or am I going to go right from the second verse into that, which is what I think I'm going to do, because a version of the main riff, but it's like kind of, it's descending. You'll see. All right, so page 1, see, we're already making progress. Did I already lose my fucking pick? Probably. Oh, I just heard it hit the ground. Where'd you go? And I have this oriented for sitting down. Truth be told, though, you should always be playing standing up. Should always have the guitar picked too. Aha. Put it over here in a very strategic place that I would never forget it, and then promptly forgot it. Oh. About the guitar, so this is a guitar I was gifted from a good friend, Brian, at Oddball Records. He's been on the channel in the past. He's the only one interview I've ever done, but it turned out really great. I hope to have him on here too. You get to meet him. So it's a Squire. It's a lefty that I turned to a righty. That makes it fun to use for this track because it's got a little bit of that Kurt Cobain aesthetic. Pretty sure I'm tuned down a whole step on this guitar. Yeah, it sounds like it's a whole step standard. I don't know what I'm gonna get away with as far as volume on here. I probably should have warmed up. I worked my ass off the last few days and my hands are sore because I've been driving the meat slicer at the deli, and it's just been crushing it. I swear Sunday was busier than Father's Day was. It was nuts. Can't explain it. So yeah, I probably should have warmed up, but it is what it is. All right, so Freak Out. It starts with the chorus, which is this riff right here. It's a 2-part riff. It's cool. It's punk. It's pretty. It's a. It's a bit of a workout. It's this. That's something that some thrash bands like Death Angel and Testament used to do back in the day. Anyway, so yeah, that's kind of the verse. It goes like. I like the second part too. It's very punky. Chromatic, you know, sounds a little disgusting. And then the verse is over a faster riff that goes something like this. for lighter gauge, so I'm kind of pulling them. So yeah, the chorus. It's fun. It kind of creeps up on you. I especially like the way it speeds up in the verse. So let's see, we're doing chorus, verse, and let's see. I'm trying not to get it too loud because I have a feeling like we'll see if any of the neighbors complain tomorrow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty much half of what we should be doing. Just coming through kind of bassy, I don't know. I'll be interested to hear what it sounds like on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck that one up. See, I can feel myself getting faster. I should have brought the metronome down. I usually run Seymour Duncan's in the bridge position. I never really use anything else. And this just sounds so bassy. I don't know, I think we might have to move this guitar up to standard tuning for this one. It shouldn't sound so bassy, but let's run it through. This time I'm gonna do 2 times through the whole thing, starting with the chorus, so. I think that's the perfect spot for the bridge. Like it's a version of that riff. Like no, it's a version of the verse riff, but kind of like turned over. So no, it's a version of the chorus, but the chorus starts first. So all right, I confuse myself sometimes. I should probably write that down. So the bridge is going right here. The bridge. And that's a version of the chorus riff. So I'll play the two back to back so you can hear the fun little exchange that they have. Chorus goes that riff, and the bridge version of that goes. And it's fun. The two they kind of like, it's like almost like a call and return. So the way that the chorus goes into the bridge kind of supplants the normal verse riff, I guess you could say. I enjoy that one very much. So there's not going to be any singing over the bridge that I'm aware of yet. And the whole vibe of the song, I guess you can probably understand, is very frantic, very up-tempo. Damn, I should have brought the metronome. It's really cool. I'll have to show it to you in another video or on the next live when we do this again. It should just kind of live down here, I guess, because it's just collecting dust on my shelf. And the vocals are very aggressive. You know, there's a lot of screaming. There's going to be some doubling, but in my old situations, my old bands, I did a lot of the screamy parts. So I have that more higher register, which may or may not be best for that. I don't know. So I'm going to try and play now from the beginning through the bridge, and we'll see if we can get that done. So. Uh-oh, we just lost power. I guess that's the end of the stream for now. So my generator, I have an electric generator. It was at like 52%, and I have the fan, 2 lights, and the amp running off of it. So it's like the stream is at like almost half an hour. So that's interesting to keep track of. We'll have to see how we navigate around that. Of course, it'll have to be at 100%. Probably don't need all of those lights. Or maybe I can power some of the lights from a different source. I don't know. But that was fun. I hope you enjoyed seeing a little bit of the behind the scenes of what I'm writing over here. I'm going to try and share the whole experience as it goes. Let's see, before I end this, here, let me just make sure that I write down everything. So chorus, verse 1, chorus, verse 2, bridge. And then when we come out of the bridge, we go into another verse. That's verse 3. And then we have the guitar solo. So still working that one out. I have a plan for it. I was playing around with an arrangement based on the chorus. So when it does that little ascending bit, would be a really cool thing to carry up the neck and get into the solo there. So we'll see how that goes. I was thinking about a harmony there, but I don't know how punk rock, harmonies really are, but we'll see. Maybe that's more of a reason to do it than less. So the solo, it's not going to be extensive. This is supposed to be punk, so maybe just 2 bars and some screamy bits. And then I think from the solo is going to be over, let's do the solo over 1 verse riff and 1 chorus riff and see how that goes. And then I think after that we go into the chorus. Maybe we do another verse and another chorus. We'll see. Shouldn't be too long. I think the last time when I worked on the drums for this, the whole thing came out to like 2.5 minutes. It really leaves you wanting more. I enjoy that about a lot of punk rock. Like, I think that's why with a lot of like the early stuff that I listen to and some of the stuff I listen to now, I just listen to it over and over and over again. So that's pretty fun. Hopefully it accomplishes that. We'll see. But it's already getting hot in here with no fan or whatever. And I could probably open the door since I'm not playing the guitar anymore. But this is kind of dark too. So let me stand up and show you a little bit about the backdrop here. Just a pile of stuff that I have. I use stuff to cover up the other stuff. And that's the story of life, right? Stuff to cover up the other stuff. I think it's a successful test. I can't wait to get upstairs and watch it back. Felt cute, but might delete later. We'll see. Anyway, if you watch this, please drop a comment, hit the like button. You know how all that stuff works. If you feel like it's entertaining at all or you want to tell your friends, feel free to share it on social media, and that would be great. I think my goal here is to just document a little bit of the music writing process and share the songs with you guys as they kind of get born, I guess. And there'll be other stuff too. I have a lot of gear. I have a lot of stuff that I'm going to be kind of calling in. Some of these songs, not this one. This one's very stripped down, but I think the last time I counted, I have like between 15 and 20 songs, if I'm being honest with myself, but there are some that are just real wet clay right now, so that'll be fun. And this first one, Freak Out, I do plan on making a video for, so I'll share a little bit of that process. I think I'm gonna work on that a bit before bed. So in the spirit of our old friend Mr. Rogers, I'll put my tools away. God, I love that sound. Listen, it's so sick. I made these stickers. I'm giving away for free. If you want a sticker, hit me up in an email or in the comments, and I'll try and hook you up as soon as I can. And that's about it for now. So Freak Out, I appreciate your time. I hope you enjoy it once it's ready. It's frantic, it's punk, and I think it has a lot to say. So thanks for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one.